Moving on to Superintendent of Schools, Rich Devarney, the floor is yours.
Good evening. I'm Rich Devarney. I'm Lassen County Superintendent of Schools. And thank you to the Republican Central Committee for having us this evening. And thank you for all turning out tonight. Just real quick on my personal background. I first came to Susanville in 1981, 33 years ago to Lassen College. And I'm proud to say that I'm Lassen College Alumnus of the Year this year, so that kind of worked out well. Went on to Chico and got my master's at University of Phoenix. I was a teacher for 18 years in the Susanville School District. And at Diamond View School, did a lot of coaching and that kind of stuff, so I'm very connected still with the classroom. I've been at the Lassen County Office of Education for the last 7 years, and in that process, in that time, I've been the Director of Alternative Education. I've been an assistant superintendent. I've been a district superintendent. In the last 3.5 years, I've been the county superintendent. So all of that experience has led me to be competent for this position. Most county superintendents in the state have either been successful district superintendents or they've come up through the county office of education level to that position. And so I was mentored by the last two superintendents, and Bob Owens and Judge Henson, and it's worked out very well, and I really enjoyed the job. So along with the position comes one of the most important things are relationships, and relationships with district superintendents, because really that's who I interact with probably the most as district superintendents. I have the endorsement of every district superintendent in the county and every charter school director, so I have their support because we have good relationships. I have good relationships with the county of Lassen, with law enforcement, with mental health and behavioral health and all those agencies. So it's really important to work together with those folks in this position. A couple other things. Something that's really important is that the public entrusts us with two things. They entrust us with two very precious things, their children and their money. And we need to be very responsible and very diligent with both their children and their money. So keep that in mind as you vote. As far as the qualifications for this position, this is a very important position. I tell people I'm just not the pretty face on the website. So, did we put you to sleep already? So I just would like to encourage you to seek what the county office and what the county superintendent does, because I think it's fairly unknown. You know, it's like, well, what does the county superintendent do anyway? I don't really have time to tell you, but on this flyer in the back, it kind of has the major components of what the county superintendent does. And a lot of it has to do with fiscal oversight of districts, academic oversight. We run the Child and Family Resource Center that serves the little ones. And really it's a game that goes from birth to grade 14 in Lassen County. And it's really critical to have relationships with all those people. I feel like in the last 3.5 years, we have really made some great changes in our educational system. Through Lassen Peaks, which is a community collaborative, we've started the 7th grade career fair to get our kids more engaged in career and college ready at a younger age. We've began an 8th grade college day. Every 8th grader in the county goes to Lassen College and does a tour and figures out what they have to offer up there. We've done shared professional development. I've brought for the last 3 years, I've brought in every educator in the county at a countywide in-service and provided professional development. It's a very good economic way to provide professional development for teachers and for all the rest of the classified and administrative staffs, and it's worked out really well. So I know I'm running out of time here. Most educators in our state come from a fairly liberal view, and I'm one of the few county superintendents in our state that does not share that view. I'm very conservative. Maybe it's because I've been around small towns my whole life, and particularly Susanville, but I would certainly appreciate your vote on June 3rd. Thank you very much.
Next up, Patricia Henderson. Howdy.
My name is Patricia Gunderson, Patty, for most of you in the room probably know me as Patty. I'm running for the position of superintendent of schools, and I want to thank the committee and all of you for being here and allowing me the opportunity to address you tonight. I'm a native of Lassen County. I attended schools in Herlong and here in Susanville. I have an associate's degree from Lassen College, a bachelor's degree in liberal studies, a master's degree in educational management, and an administrative services credential as well as a multiple subjects credential. I am and have been active in the community. I'm the current president of Sunrise Rotary. I'm a past commissioner on the Lassen County Juvenile Justice Commission. I've been a youth coach. I'm a married mother of 3 and a grandmother of 3. And over the last few years, we have seen the climate of education change. We've had good economic times where class size were reduced and access to programs allowed all of our students to be successful. Our students were served in a variety of classroom settings, and classroom supplies and support were abundant. In the last few years, however, we've seen, with the decline of the economic support, the shift to reduce or streamline programs and increase class size to balance budgets. Many of the students in Lassen County still do not score adequately on our state assessments, and we're not prepared for entrance into college or the workforce. The county office needs to support teachers with both time to collaborate and plan together and provide higher quality instruction to all of our students. We need to set goals countywide that are high but attainable and stay on that course until which time those goals are met. Adjusting not what we do, but how we do it, our instructional methods. I've been fortunate to be back in the classroom the last 2 years, and it has really allowed me to reconnect with what's most important in our community and in public education, and that's our kids. Each and every one of our children are entitled to a high-quality, appropriate education program and setting. I've been in the field of education for 26 years, and my experience in the classroom, I've taught transitional kindergarten, 2nd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. And I spent 10 years as the principal at Diamond View School. During that time, I developed many of the same relationships that Rich talked about. I worked closely with mental health. Mental health first brought in counselors to the Diamond View campus when I was there. I've worked with probation. I've worked with juvenile hall. I've worked with the district attorney's office. I've worked with some of the same members of Lassen Peaks. I was in on some of those planning meetings through Lassen Peaks. But most of all, being back in the classroom, I've been able to see how decisions that we as administrators make can be detrimental to the actual education of our students. My understanding of programs, policies, classroom issues, my supervisory skills, and my knowledge of the Common Core standards and the current curriculum, as well as my ability to listen and ask questions, make me qualified to make changes needed to best serve our students. I've always lived by the credo, kids first. I will continue to do so. They are our future. It's time to take a hard look at what we've done in the past, how we're currently doing things, and how we can do things better. The Education Trust West recently released a report that found 1 in 5 graduates were college ready, and only 1 in 10 graduates were both college and career ready. It is time for us to refocus on career and technical education programs and college readiness to allow our children to choose the pathways that they need to be successful adults. I look forward to the vote on June 3rd and ask that if you're looking for some change, you vote for me. Thank you.